Okay, let's go to the Australian capital, Canberra, speak to Mubashar Hasan, who is a Bangladesh Affairs Analyst. Mubashar, thank you so much indeed for your time. Bangladesh is looking for a new start, but is this not just a return to the old dynastic politics? I mean, the new Prime Minister, if it is going to be Rahman, both his parents were leaders, President and Prime Minister.
Yeah, look, I mean, President Bush was the son of the previous President Bush. So, that we could argue that, but also people voted for him, and he was also, Tarique Rahman was also a torture survivor. And his speeches were banned by Sheikh Hasina. And anyone associated with Tarique Rahman were arrested for years. He was under a strict restriction. So I would politely and respectfully disagree with you that it's just another dynastic politics. What I would give credit to Tarique Rahman is that from exile, he did not allow BNP, or he led BNP in a manner so that the party was not broken down, even though Sheikh Hasina tried her best. So, he already proven his leadership to the people, and people in hundreds and thousands voted for him today. So yes, he is the son of the previous prime minister and president, but he was elected democratically, and we need to see and wait whether we see that he is become a dynastic leader. But at this moment, he's a democratically elected leader.
Do you think it's at all problematic, or is it actually an advantage, given the projections that the BNP will secure more than 2/3 of all seats in Parliament?
So I would not overanalyze this in the sense that I'm just happy that after a decade or more than decade, Bangladeshi people could actually vote and elected their party and their leader. They reclaim their nominal political empowerment. So I think it's a day of celebration, and we need to see how these things unfold. I understand that there's a lot of apprehension that the party own over 2/3 of the majority, but we need to wait and see. We can't comment on it until something bad happens.
Mubashar, what about the disenfranchised former supporters of the now banned Awami League, Sheikh Hasina's party, but also the future of Sheikh Hasina herself? Do you think Tarique Rahman, if he becomes Prime Minister, will insist on India returning her back home so she can face justice?
I mean, there is no other way to think, right? I mean, she is a fugitive, and she was convicted by the local court. So I would be very surprised if Tarique Rahman does not press India for the return of Sheikh Hasina. That's the answer to your first question. And the second one is that there are, hundreds and thousands of supporters of Awami League, and we also need to think how there is a way that reconciliation takes in the place in the coming days. Not everyone was criminally involved. Everyone was not committed, did not crime against humanity, which means was not involved with the state forces in forcefully disappearing people or extrajudicially killing. But we need to think of how there is a feasible way of giving them space for political expression, but we cannot allow any criminals or who committed crime against the student or engaged in human rights violation give space without facing justice.
Mubashar Hasan, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time.